I don't even know what gear to start in first. I don't know. I don't even know. I guess I'll put it in second. Yeah, I'll put it first. I don't even know what gear to start in. Crap. What's up, guys? I'm Jared here, bringing you something a little bit different, a little bit new, and we're gonna see how it goes. I've never done this before. I haven't done this since back in the YouTube gaming days, so this should be interesting. But welcome to the channel if you've never been here, and we'll just jump into this race. So yeah, this was a camp story. Happened a couple weeks ago. I guess last weekend. Seems like it's been a couple of weeks ago, but you guys are watching the whole shot right now. I got Grant Honeycutt in front of me, and he first race back for him for a while, and he was just kind of chasing some Ironman points, so he grabbed the whole shot, got him a little prize, and then he kind of sat back and coasted for the rest of the race. And I had every intention of kind of doing the same thing and just racing one lap and kind of coasting, because I come off the couch after not having raced in quite a while. But yeah, I thought I'd try this one out and made a family weekend out of it. But we ended up having a really good time. And you might notice I'm not on an orange bike. Yep, my lovely brother let me borrow his 2009 YZ250, and let me tell you, me and this YZ, we're going to have a heck of a story to tell. Got passed right there on the whole shot, so I'm still in second, but that's alright. But yeah, anyway, really good day riding my brother's bike. I was really happy that he let me ride that, because mine's currently getting some work done to it, and we needed a bike to ride, so he said, hey, you can ride mine, and I thought that was really cool of him. But you're just kind of watching some good little racing action. I don't get to race that much, because usually I'm getting passed by people and trying to hold them off more so than pass them. So this was neat. And I finally got around this guy right here in this downhill, a line that was there last year, and luckily in practice yesterday made it stick right here. And he actually run into me right here. I almost let him back around and kept it going. So that was a heck of a battle. Hopefully it didn't leave any tire marks. Sorry, Brian, if it did. That's my bad. But anyway, we're going to roll out right along. I'm just kind of watching this video as I'm commentating over it. There's Andrew Judy. Andrew kind of had some crappy luck that weekend. He just bought a gas, and this is going to be his first race on it. And as we were headed to the line with about maybe 10 minutes left to the start, Andrew pretty much had his bike pulled apart, and it wasn't getting any spark. So that was a real bummer for him. I hated seeing that, because whenever you travel that far and you just bought a bike and you have all that excitement to race it, and then once it comes down to the race, you know, your bike's not working. That's just kind of sucky. So sorry, Andrew. I know you're gonna pull that bike out the next one and whip some tail with it. So anyway, good luck with that, buddy. Yeah, it was a really hot day, by the way. It was like 100 degrees. It felt like. I know it wasn't 100. It felt like it. I think everybody was sweating, and just not in very good spirits. But yeah. Oh, this uphill. This is where that YZ suspension was awesome. Then there was a little log to the right that you could save a couple of seconds on. I don't think that many people were hitting it, because it was a log and it wasn't like a real marked trail, since not a lot of people were hitting it, but it wasn't there. Oh, yeah, this scene. Yeah. Oh, what are you doing? Oh. There's the amateur hour here, guys. Amateur hour. Go to pick it up, and I drop it the other way. And, oh, hey, my sound's back. How about that? Oh, man, it's going. Oh, oh. Yeah, well, we definitely have to work on that. But we finally got going again. I could hear all the guys coming, because I had a pretty good lead built up, and I killed some time there, but I heard a bike over my shoulder, and I was like, crap, that's the rest of them coming. So I thought they were going to catch me, because I was kind of tired after that, but we held them off and ended up gapping them a little bit some more. So yeah, if you can't tell, coming around the first lap, and something I have never seen before, I'm in first place. Yeah, that never happens, guys. I've never had a first place lead for more than a minute or two, so that was really cool. Going by my family there in the pits, saying hi to them and yelling that I was in first place, because like I said, that hardly ever happens. But so far the race has been going really good. I'm in first place, so I thought, hey, let's try to race one more lap before we start coasting and see what happens. That was a hard, easy split right there. That was pretty much the only one on the course, so it wasn't really that bad unless you got kicked out. It was a kind of a steep hill that you get hung on, but I think everybody managed to get up pretty easy. This is one of those wide open straight. This is a really fast course, so the YZ got to sing a little bit. That made me smile. I don't know about my brother because it was his bike, but I was choking out every little square inch I could get that throttle to go. Coming out of the woods, I cut out quite a bit of that lap because there wasn't a lot of exciting stuff going on. And going back into the creek section here. This is really the only place besides the field where it got kind of muddy because it was kind of a low-lying area, so the ground was still pretty damp. Coming up, you can see Shelby Johnson up there in front of me. Something I never get to see is the back of his bike unless he's passing me. Like I said, I was just really feeling good this weekend, which really surprised me, and kind of got to run Shelby down by the end of the second lap, and kind of followed him, got to battle with him a little bit here, and he ended up letting me go around. So thanks, Shelby. He had some kind words to say on Facebook, and I really appreciate that. Made me feel good. He's a heck of a guy, and you know, he was having a rough day during the race. So Shelby, good race, man, and hopefully you're back up for the next one. Coming back by my my pits here, my wife and my boys and my mom and dad and my sister-in-law, everybody's there kind of cheering me on, so that was cool. I told him I was going to pit on the next lap. I think this is the third lap. Still in first, so we decided we were going to go ahead and race another one. And nothing happened that lap, so I pretty much cut out the whole lap on that one and just run it back to the finish. I think I'm going to pit on this lap here. And that's when the action started happening. So here I am coming into the pits, and I'm going to go ahead and pull in. My microphone kind of comes in here, so we can go ahead and take a listen into what the pit was going, how the pit was going. How about that?
I got it, go.
Oh, that cold water was awesome. Yeah.
You did get theirs.
Way better than the warm water.
It's a two-stroke.
Yeah, they were worried they put the wrong gas in.
Hey, is this guy yours?
And there goes the second place. So I got passed in the pits.
I'm in second now.
Hey, where's your cat?
That's good.
That was kind of hard to watch.
Other
Leading
cat.
the whole lap and the guy pass you while you're in the pits.
I think so.
Okay.
Here I'm pretty tired at this point, I'm not going to lie.
Thanks, Cody.
This is my wife's support here, if you listen.
I need the break though. I don't know if I'm gonna make it 2 more laps.
Yeah, you will.
Listen there, guys. That's what you need to hear from a supportive wife whenever you want to quit, and she doesn't let you because you spent so much money to get there. But anyway, ran about 3/4 of a lap, and nothing really happened. I was just trying to chase Ryan down, and I finally caught him. Thank goodness, because I didn't know if this was going to be the last lap or not. I thought we had one more left, and I just wasn't sure, so I was really happy to catch him before the end of the lap. So here we are, kind of riding through the woods, and I've got him back in sight, and I'm feeling pretty good because I'm thinking, well, if I gap that minute on him, maybe I can go ahead and catch him for the end of this lap. And you know, running through this section here, there's a couple of spots where I about got around him, but he just kind of got it pulled together and kept me behind him. And yeah, we had a pretty good battle here. It was actually really fun. This was the funnest part of the whole race, I think, was getting the battle back and forth with Ryan here. He was a heck of a rider, and what's crazy is I don't think Ryan had a Camelback, so he rode this whole race without any water. That's pretty crazy, man. If you watch this, Ryan, you're a bad dude. There's no way I could have done that, but anyway, think we're still running through the woods here. He's actually on Charles White's borrowed. Well, I guess it ain't Charles's borrowed bike, but he's on Charles's bike. He he said his head gasket or something leaking oil before the race, and Charles is like, all right, you can borrow mine. You just got to make sure you beat Jared Wyatt. And I think Ryan took it serious. I was hoping, I wish he took it as kidding, but he did. He stayed right behind me, and yeah, he was giving me a run for my money here. And I mean, on a borrowed bike, that's what's funny is both of us were on borrowed bikes. I mean, he wasn't riding his, he was riding Charles's, and I wasn't riding mine. I was riding my brother's, and both of us are just wringing the necks on these things racing. So that was a heck of a deal, man. Top two guys are riding borrowed bikes. But anyway, we had a fun little battle through the woods here. I kept hoping he'd mess up, or with me pushing him, but he held it together and kind of kept me back. And I thought, crap, man, this is tough. Like I said, I've never had to really battle anybody before, so it was fun. This is why you race right here, is just the adrenaline. So we finally caught my brother. We're fixing to lap him, so he's going to get to see me wringing the neck on his bike. And as we go around him, he yells something about like pass him, you sissy, or whatever words he used. And I wanted to yell back, why didn't you take him out? Not really though, but just joking around, obviously. But anyway, it was kind of cool that he got to see me riding his bike, trying to battle for the lead here. So that was fun. I followed Ron into the field here, and there's this bad muddy section. I'm like, I don't want to follow him because he's going to get me muddy. And we kind of had a drag race to the line, and he just kind of hooked up before I did. And yeah, this field section following him was pretty gnarly. Tried to take an outside line here, hoping maybe he'd go down or he'd step in the mud, and he'd come over in front of me and held the lead. So we're in another drag race here down this back stretch where we come back towards the check station, and almost get a pass in on him right here, but it wasn't meant to be. So we're still riding, and I'm just thinking, man, Ryan, take a break, slow down, go down, do something. He didn't. He was running that 300 for all it was worth in the field, and then all of a sudden, boom! I get hit with about 5 pounds of mud. But don't worry, I got it cleaned off, and we're coming off the check here. And unfortunately, Ryan, he pulled back. He pulled a big gap on me. I finally run him back down before we crossed the road, going back down towards the lake. And so we're gonna get to do some more battle. And here we go. We're crossing the road here, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get him on somewhere down through here. There's just too many passing spots, and I feel like I was riding a little bit faster than he was. And of course, you see him standing up here, which I should have been standing up, but I think he was kind of, at this point, he was a little tired. He hadn't had any water, and I've been working him pretty hard for the last, I'd say quarter of a lap, if not more. And so I could tell he's kind of getting tired, and I was just kind of waiting for my time, and we hit a rut here, and he kind of got bobbed up, and I went around him for the lead. And yeah, ended up finishing out that lap, and I got first in B Open, my first win ever in a hare scramble, so that was pretty awesome. And then amazingly, I got 10th overall. That was the biggest surprise. Is I've never done that well in a race. So anyway, thanks for everybody that helped me out. Thanks, Brian, for letting me borrow your bike. Thank you, Jessica, my wife, JW Photography, for sponsoring the financial part of the race and getting me down there. And guys, if you would like, go ahead and like this video and subscribe, and hopefully I'll get another one pushed out from the before this race and the Saturday outtakes and the trip down. Kind of be a short little video, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.